And we are live. Make sure we're good over here. There we go. Bing, bang. Okay. You guys can hear me? Everything is good? Everyone can hear me? Just making sure. Sound check. Sound check. 1, 2, 3. Loud and clear. Beautiful. Molto bene. All right. What's up, guys? Canadian Guy here, and we are back with Spyro Reignited, of course. So I might be just, like, at this point, I might be just doing, like, a full playthrough of Reignited as just a celebration of the fact that the game got announced, which, I mean, like, it's kind of crazy. You are among the hearing. I am among the hearing. That's correct. And you can hear the game too. We're all good. Oh, my neck. So, thank you everyone for tuning in today. So, just want to let you guys know that I'm happy that actually, someone want to show you guys. So, I got my Father's Day gift a little bit late. I'll show this later to the stream because there's someone specifically I want to show this to. And my wife got it, and it came in, and it's a leather wallet. Now, on this side, it's a genuine leather wallet. Now, on this side, it looks like your regular wallet. But if you see here, she got it laser etched with Spyro's face. And what's even cooler is that to make sure that the line work was even better, she went over the line work herself to make it like thicker, and she like kind of sketched over top of it to make sure it was thick enough so that when the laser etch hit, it would be nice. So I gotta give a huge shout out to my wife, which is funny because we actually were talking about my old wallet. What was it, last stream or the stream before? Where quite literally my old Spyro wallet got thrown in the wash, and it was already just held together by, you know, barely anything, and it was held together by barely anything. The snowballs, the babies. The babies. Also, it's not like a pleather. You know, like, don't you love those things that are made of pleather, where it's like, oh, it feels like leather for a total of 10 seconds and then starts degrading in your hands? That's what it's not. Victorian! Starting off early with the first donation of the stream. Thank you so much. It's lagging. No lag on my end. Yeah, I'm not seeing lag on my end. I'm sorry that if you're dealing with any lag on your guys' end, that seems to be on YouTube's side. So I am not killing a snowball. Victorian with the first donation of the stream. I had to tell you, CG, there is a Minecraft mod called Dragon Survival. You can make an epic Spyro and play the whole game that way. You can even grow as a dragon. Creative Spyro fun potential. Ooh, that's interesting. Thank you so much for the $10. I'm not too big on Minecraft. However, I am open to the idea of mods of other games that are pertain to Spyro. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So I already have the next video already recorded, and it's already ready to go. It's already been approved, and it's going to be going up next week, though. And we're going to be trying to be creating some evergreen videos that will be going up, but we're going to be trying to make sure that at the bare minimum we have one major upload per week. At least one major upload. We got our first Streamlabs donation from Dad Jokes. For a while now, I've been wondering where my friend's favorite place is in the USA. You'll know what I'll ask ya. You know what? I'll ask ya. What? You know what? Alaska. I'll ask. Okay, I get it. I get it. It's horrible, but I get it. Thank you so much for the $1 donation, and thank you for the pain. I'm not gonna call it a joke. I'm gonna call it pain. So, but yeah, no, we're going to be having at least one major upload, hopefully per week, that we're going to be having go up. And then if breaking news comes out or an analysis comes out that we got to do, the video might get, you know, pushed back or brought forward, dependent. And I want to be able to get ahead. I now have 2 people who've been a big help for me that I've been hiring for editing. We have Blue Knight, and we also have Lore the Dragon. Lore the Dragon being more of our resident editor. And I'm very much excited because to have him back on board. He's been back on board now since April. Since we got back from PAX, he's been back on board. And it's been a lot of fun. Don't touch the babies. Don't touch the little babies. We don't touch that.
Hello there, Spyro.
Ken has Mr. Kipling cakes? Never heard of it. Feed me donut holes and I will do it.
Thank you.
CG gas. I did not gaslight you, okay? You got like, what would be the equivalent of like you remembering the vibes? You were reminisced back into it. No problem, Dark Golem. Thank you so much for the $10. I appreciate it. Don't worry if you're a little awkward in the last stream. Don't worry, we can all be a little awkward sometimes. Goodness knows I'm there. Okay, don't touch the babies. But thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Don't worry about it. It is a-okay. Thank you so much for the $10. I'm trying to not get killed by... I'm trying to not lose too much health. I don't want to have to murder snowballs. I don't want to be entering a murderous rampage. Never again. I mean, murderous rampage never happened. The murderous rampage never happened. You have no evidence. You'll never catch me alive. And it was like, bro, I need some help. And after I edited the video, I said, yeah, wait, this is fun. yeah.
Thanks, Spyro. Just hold tight for a second and look out below.
But yeah, that was kind of the... yeah, that was kind of the vibe was definitely that I was like, I need help. I was like, I need help. And I showed him the workload. He was like, all right, I can give you a hand. And then he edited the video and he did a great job. He's like, wow, this is fun again. I was like, yeah, see? Listen, the Harakeets better be the peak of cuteness. If they get any cuter, I'm going to die. It's going to be bad. I will give you a whole jar of maple syrup as well for payment next. When we get the packs, I will give you a big one. I'll see if I can get you the biggest one I can get. And that will be the dedicated... the dedicated jar. You can even say it's in a mason jar. Thank you so much. Cephactus. Is it Cephactus? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. For the €5. Thank you so much. Would you prefer for Spyro to only have a normal version but with the entire game on disc, or collectors but no disc? So I would be the person that would get both. So let me start there. I would be the person that would get both. I would get a physical version, and I would also get the collector's version. What would I prefer? That's a really good question. I think, you know, for game preservation's sake, I would have to go with just with the disc because, you know, I think that would be better, but I would be eyeing the collector's edition. Burning Earth Productions, $25 super chat. Hey, CG, just finished 100% replaying Reignited last week. Excited to see Spyro 4 finally in development. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. Yes, Spyro 4 finally confirmed. Yes. man, it was that was all. I'm thinking about doing a video where I'm gonna go back to all the videos that I made from the point of me announcing that Spyro 4 was in development all the way up to the announcement, and seeing, okay, what did I get right, what did I get wrong. And I gotta be careful because a lot of information is gonna be like there's gonna be a lot of repeated information because like I have to catch people up on certain things. So, you know, I'm not going to be going over every aspect of every video leading up to the announcement. Having said that, I do want to go over like the specific parts in the video that are like, oh yeah, this is, you know, it's like, oh yeah, this is, you know, the new piece of the new information bit that I brought up in this video. How correct was I? And then rating the video, giving like a ranking to the video, you know, like an A, a B minus, or whatever, and you know, going from there, and see what was right, what was wrong. And also too, some of them might be like, okay, we can't answer that yet because we don't know. So I was trying to think of a good time to start that video. Have I ever played Dark Souls? I have not. I'm not a big Dark Souls guy. I have played a Souls game, but I haven't played Dark Souls.
George! I'm so glad he's safe.
George!
I'll be sure to pay more attention to him from now on. All I have with me is this round, shiny thing I caught while
some
I
people
was
are
fishing.
asking about the Cinder question. So, the Cinder post that I made, I tried to get a vote and get a vibe and get a feel of what people feel. And just to kind of get, and what is kind of shocking is that I posted it on 2 separate social medias. I posted on Twitter and I posted on YouTube. Now, what you guys don't know is that, of course, YouTube being my main platform, but Twitter is also another really good testing area too. And I've had plenty of times in the past where I would do a poll or a test like this, and the results would be mixed, or it would be confounding to try to figure out. And what's interesting is that in terms of the in terms of a donation we just got, give me 1 second. We got another $1 from Dad Jokes. Did you know Boston sells more sets of false teeth than anywhere else? Most likely because it's the state of Massachusetts. 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 Thank you. Thank you so much for the $1. I like that one, but I like that joke better. That joke got me good. I like that one. That one's funny. Thank you so much for the $1. If you want to support the channel as well, we're trying to hit our goal of $1,500 in the month. You can do that by following the link in the description below that says donate here, or if one of the lovely moderators could post a link to it in the chat, that would also be beautiful and perfect as well. Donations are never required, but are always appreciated and helps me continue to do this full time. Thank you so much. So, as I was saying, what was wild is the fact that the percentages between the yes and no have almost been identical. At one point they were identical, and then it went 1% difference between them, which is still pretty bang on. Thank you! The Evil X donated $10 through Super Chat. It feels unreal that we're getting another title. TFB has a very big task ahead of them with the balance of this game. That first gameplay trailer is going to go crazy. Love the channel, bro. Thank you so much, The Evil! Are you okay with me sounding like Mermaid Man every time? Because I can't help it. It's, you know, whenever you do the evil, it's an evil. Sorry. I have to. But it is quite possibly one of the most crazy things, and I am still absolutely... I still wake up in the morning and I sit down and work, and right when I sit down and work, the first thing I think of when I go to work is, all right, Spyro was announced. And it's like, wow, this is wild. Hey, Jay. Hey, LGVC. How's it going? And it's kind of wild. Now, right now, there is something that people have been saying about Cinder. Having said that, it's not as easy. I killed no snowballs. I was innocent this time. Completely innocent. Hi, Sigma. How's it going? So, here is the thing. Is that looking at the yes and no, of course, there's a lot more yeses. Having said that, if you go to the comments, I have received so many comments. Like, the comments to vote ratio is one of the most I've ever seen, which is crazy to think. Where people are, they voted, but then they're also expanding further in the comment section below. And one of the things that I'm seeing a lot of is a stressed optimism, which is, okay, stress optimism. What's the stress about it? Is that while people are seemingly warm and open to the idea of Cinder being in the game, there's a lot of hurdles. And those hurdles are, okay, yes, we would like her in there, but XYZ. And typically, from what I've been seeing, XYZ has been actually saying the exact same sentiment that I had said in previous streams and previous videos, and either everyone else is sharing my idea, or people were convinced by my idea, which is kind of wild because a lot of people were saying the exact same thing, almost word for word, that I said. And what that thing is I am okay with Cinder being in the game as long as she is not shoehorned in or just jammed in for the sake of having her there for fan service. It has to make sense to the story. And I have been seeing I have not been watching the World Cup, but I've been seeing a lot of people now saying
Spyro.
almost word for word the same statement, which I'm very pleased about, which tells me that, hey, I feel like that the wording that I said radiated or it emanated with people significantly, where they didn't want, they only want Cinder in if it makes sense and not shoehorned in, right? And that to me is kind of exactly how I feel, is that, but there's a bit more to it now too, because if you guys don't know, I made an old video years ago, I mean before Reignited came out, that apparently at the time caused the Spyro community Discord, which I think was attached to the Spyro Reddit, to burn a flame in, like, not rage, but just a lot of people arguing and debating. Dagger! Who's been a member for 84 months? 7 years, let's go! Dagger! Dagger! You're the person I was waiting for! Okay, so, remember last stream how I said that, man, I gotta look for a new wallet because my old wallet got cooked? And you said, oh, the new Spyro wallet. Well, watch this. This is the wallet that my wife gave me for Father's Day. This is the back. It's a genuine leather, but here's the front. She got a genuine leather wallet and then got a laser etch. So I am thrilled about that. I am thrilled about that. And I remember as soon as I got, I was like, oh man, next time I see Garnet Deck, I gotta show him. He manifested it. I did I? I wonder what else I should manifest. And I'm really, where can I get one? It's custom. My wife ordered it, went to Etsy, went to someone that was local, and they did custom wallet etching. And so my wife picked the wallet, and then she grabbed a design, and then she worked it and made it better for the actual scan and the laser, and tra-la-la. Hey, I appreciate that, Local Norwegians. I appreciate that. Thank you. I feel like that there's a way you could cheese it by getting up there from here. I got a feeling there's a way you could do it. I got a feeling there's a way to do it. Around and beyond. But are you willing to give any insight on your journey that led you to becoming a world-renowned Lara Croft? Listen, the Lara Croft cosplay stays away. That cosplay stays away. Nobody wants to see CG in a Lara Croft cosplay. No one. I don't want to see CG in a Lara Croft cosplay. We actually do. No, you don't. You're being modest. Yes, you're being modest. Sure, yes, I'm being modest. Yes, just I will agree to anything to not wear it. I just joined the chat for the first time. I'm very confused. Hey, Ash Stanish the Great pulling out the fact that there was like, oh, my alleged secret Lara Croft cosplay. Yes, what really sells the Lara Croft cosplay is the mustache. You see, what we should do is a duet of My Way. You see, I would prefer doing a duet of My Way than putting on a a Lara Croft cosplay. No thanks. We got a Streamlabs donation from Dad Jokes. Sam was feeling very unwell this year, so the elves had no choice but to take an English literature lesson, as that's the only likely place to find a subordinate clause. Oh, oh, ow. I'm convinced. Where can I find this? Listen. First of all, thank you so much for the $1. If you want to find this, close your eyes, have a nightmare, and you'll find it. Or the equivalency of what me in a Lara Croft outfit would look like. Did you pre-order? I'm not getting GTA 6. I haven't played I watched my brother play GTA when I was younger. That was, I think, the extent of it. I think it was GTA 2 or 3. And of course, I've seen gameplay of it. I just genuinely don't have interest. I just don't. I genuinely don't have an interest. I got one of the GTA games for free, and I was like, that's neat, and just never played it. And I didn't buy it. It was given to me for free by accident. I was like, okay, sure. I had bought the a classic PS3 that that was backwards compatible, which I still gotta find a good modern capture card for. But I had gotten a PS3 and I cracked it open, and inside it had one of the. It had a GTA game, and I was like, ah, neat, and just put it to the side. But that was just me. PS1 triangle chest and all. Yes, that would you would have to do it that way. You would have to do the polygonal breasts.
Now we can eat berries all the time. Here, take this.
That's going to be a bad out of context. That's going to be bad out of context. Why am I down here? I don't have head bash yet. I fail. Yeah, it's... Listen... I'm happy for the GTA fans. But listen, I have a question. Mystic Fire asks, so glad Spyro's coming back, but here's a question. What other PS mascot franchise, Jak and Daxter, Sly, Crash, etc. would want a new game? So we know that Crash is still alive. So I will set Crash.
Okay.
I gotta go do the Speedway first. So let's set Crash aside. There's a really interesting debate. Who would we want to come back first, Jak and Daxter or Sly Cooper? And I think that you're going to get... because let me refer to chat. Because I'm curious what chat thinks. If PlayStation were to turn around and say, we are remastering one of our games, but it's going to depend on votes, what would you rather get? A remastered Sly Cooper or a remastered Jak and Daxter? But you could only pick one. Only pick one. That's it. Yes, please don't spam your answer. I have to 100% do this again. Sly, because I feel bad for BT and BB. We love BB. The Kiara cosplay. I do have a pair of suspenders. My mind says. My mind says.
Great.
My mind says Jak and Daxter, but my heart says Sly Cooper. And let me explain why I'm answering that way. I think if I wanted something to do commercially better, I think Jak and Daxter has always been marketed better than Sly Cooper. And I think that a lot of people really love the Precursor legacy so much that the love of the Precursor legacy would be enough to be able to bring people back. Because I think the Precursor legacy is great, but I love Sly Cooper 2 and 3. Sly 1 is good too, but Sly 2 and 3 is really good. So, if it was a personal choice, I think I would pick Sly Cooper. But if I had to choose commercially, I think I would go Jak and Daxter. So I'm split. I feel like Sly Cooper is getting a bigger cult following in recent years. I agree, Patrick. I do agree about that.
Well done, Spyro. You'll have to
Bring
jump
him
down the
on.
hole in the floor.
I do feel like there has been a groundswell of Sly Cooper support, especially with like the voice actor Kevin Miller being such a prominent role.
We finally made Avalar ours. You've earned a special reward.
I think Jak and Daxter fans would be like sleeper agents, though. I agree with that too.
What is it, boy? Oh, the fairy.
For a new
Here
game,
you
not.
go.
Oh, I am asking specifically for a new game, not a remake or a remaster. Well, in that case, for Jack, you would have to do it. Would have to. The answer would have to be Sly Cooper in that sense,
Dragon, you
because
are really starting to get on my nerves.
Jack's story is
Say
over.
goodbye, flame breath. Nope.
Sly never finishes story. So in terms of getting a new game and not tying back to a remake / remaster / reboot,
Finish him off and you can
if it was a new sequel, it would have to be Sly Cooper. If it's... So I think my answer is going to be Sly Cooper. I do think that Jak and Daxter may perform a little bit better, but I think that for my personal preference, the problem with Jak and Daxter, I'll say this. I also think that it's not fair for Jak and Daxter fans. And here's why. After Jak and Daxter came out, how many games copied the game, their formula almost 1-to-1? Where they're like, hey, let's do Jak and Daxter, but with our own, with a different flair. How many games just outright just said, let's do Jak and Daxter, but our flavor of it? Crash Twinsanity, for example, did it. A Hero's Tale did it. And a whole bunch of games that just basically said, let's take what Jak and Daxter's core concept is doing, make our own story, and just kind of make a twist on it. There's a lot. There's a lot of games. And so when I think of Sly Cooper, I think Sly Cooper did a different take and did something that was so different that it created an experience that so many people remembered fondly. And I think that's where you're getting such a groundswell of support, because a lot of people who played Sly Cooper, who liked that genre, really enjoyed it because it was different. There was these missions, but it was stealth, but it was platforming. It had a fun story. It had a different art style. So Sly Cooper really did a really good job of standing out and being original, and not too many games have followed in its footsteps, especially when it comes to whether it's how the story was written, whether it's style, whether it's... So, Sly was written as being a bit more different. And because there are so many games that copied Jak and Daxter, it's kind of hard to sit there and be like, yeah, I want a new Jak game. It's like, okay, sure, but there have been so many, so many games that ripped off Jak and Daxter that now you kind of have this, trepidation that's like, okay, yeah, Jak and Daxter would be fun, but so many games have copied it that it almost does a disservice to Jak. And that's also a statement for Naughty Dog, because Jak and Daxter was so good, it became such a core foundation of gaming and movement for platforming games, right? That it's also a testament to Naughty Dog, because if everyone's like, okay, we're going to start with Jak and Daxter as the base and then build off of that for so many PS2 era games, it just tells you how good it was. But there's so many games now that use that same, thing. It's kind of wild. I did Victorian. I actually did a video about it. Not my last video, but the video before. I did a video talking about the concept art and actually theorizing and talking about the tales and stuff. Which actually a lot of people really responded to. Something else. I want to talk to you guys real quick about something that I am kind of shocked by. So give me 1 second. let me show you guys. So, one of the most wild things is that the YouTube game has changed since I was doing Spyro Reignited, right? More things have been added. And one of the things, of course, that has been added is YouTube Shorts, right? This is something that's kind of wild. Take a look at this. I posted a YouTube short. Let me show you a YouTube short from before. Let's go with what was a interesting one that, here we go. Let's go with Alora was almost a centaur. Let me show you guys this, okay? So you can see here, for those who are unfamiliar with the YouTube creation game, this is your view report. You can take a look. This is how many views, subscribers, revenue. And yeah, by the way, yeah, for shorts, you get paid almost nothing. For 15K views, you get paid $2.47. So yeah, that's wild. Anyway, but take a look here. So you can see here, the blue line is the projected, is the video's performance, and the gray is like your average performance, right? It's kind of like your expected average performance, right? So take a look, right? And I'm like, okay, so this was before, of course, Realm Beyond came out, right? Take a look at this. I posted this video today. The gray is the expected, the blue is what the video got. That's this short that I posted today. And this is my first A Realm Beyond short that I posted on the channel. And I'm like, that I didn't. And the funniest part is 55% of the views came from browse. So it wasn't even like on shorts feed, followed by 35% being the shorts feed. So now I'm like, okay, that's going to be interesting. Like it just went, but it also says something else. I appreciate that, Olivia. Thank you. Is it Olivia? Olivia? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But here is also another point that I want to make as well, is that if Spyro is being pushed so hard on shorts, it also tells you the audience that's looking at it. Right? And it's telling you where they are. And what's interesting is that I believe shorts is more something that's viewed by younger kids and people who are, I don't want to say normie, but people that are more casual gamers, right? Shorts are something that's more for a more casual crowd. And what's wild is that Spyro A Realm Beyond having that much of a reaction. So like the most dedicated viewers, well, is you guys. You're here. You know, you got the most dedicated viewers are you guys. You guys are here. And what's interesting is that now we're getting a more casual audience that is recognizing and seeing Spyro and now coming back. And what that tells me, as someone that wants to do market research, that thinks of all this different stuff, is that A Realm Beyond may have a groundswell of support from a more casual crowd due to now shorts being a thing that is so prominent, that wasn't as prominent or didn't exist at all during the Reignited era. I'm trying to think, how popular was TikTok during the Reignited era? Even if I don't even know if it had started yet. Or if it had started, it was in very early fledglings, right? And was only used by people that were, you know, chronically online. Now everybody watches TikTok and everybody, you know, or I don't anymore, but, you know, a lot of people do you know, use TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Instagram and the Reels and all of that stuff is all used by a more casual crowd. But that's okay because only 10% of sales are to the diehard fans. 90% of sales are for people that are more casual for the franchise, which is fine. That's typical. That is typical for all games. And oh, I need an egg with a chicken in it. Chicken! No! Oh, come on! But yeah, so now I'm like, okay, so now I'm going to be experimenting with some Spyro A Realm Beyond shorts. So I am excited because I'm going to be, if so many people are excited for A Realm Beyond via shorts, it's going to be a fun opportunity, oh, come on, for me to be able to explore making that type of content as well. I typically get annoyed because I get a little bit annoyed because making shorts is frustrating. And I know that there are a bunch of tools that can be used. So what I've been using thus far is just like repurposing content that, you know, for people that don't typically watch my long form and redirect it to the long form. But I might be doing some more short form stuff for maybe some breaking news that isn't like, okay, we don't need an analysis on this. We kind of got, let's say, okay, we don't need a deep analysis on this. It's just something cool. Or a follow-up where, like, let's say I made a video and there was a detail that I missed. I can do a follow-up and do it as a short. You know, so there's a lot of different... Hi, sweetie! Hi! Yeah, it is Spyro! Where's your pants?
Oh, thank goodness, it's a diaper on.
He has a diaper on.
Ah! We're having a day.
We're having a day.
Yeah. Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss.
I already gave him a kiss.
No, not that.
Oh, that one. Another
that
one.
Yes,
Mwah.
it's been a day. Give him a kiss.
All right. Good night, buddy.
Oh, fine. Kiss. Another one.
Another one.
They keep upgrading.
They keep upgrading. There we go. Mwah.
No more kisses.
This is upgrading. I never got a kiss.
Bye.
Bye.
Holding up the children.
They keep upgrading. Little, bigger, biggest. Waiting for the daughter DLC. They've gotten so big. I know. That was not David. That was David. He's 8. Brother, he is 8. Gulp, can you just stop wrecking me, please? Come on. Drop the eggs! Hide what? Oh, your Strawberry Shortcake Warhammer?
If anyone wants to see it, I'll be sending it to you.
Alright, I love you.
Drop the chicken!
Yeah, no, this boss is, yeah. This boss is a pain touch me. You're gonna touch me. Ha! Okay. The reason why Gulp is so strong is because I believe it was Blake that did the that was the boss editor, like the guy that did like the enemy AI. Now I could just end it now. Probably should just end it now, but yeah, I'm gonna end it now because I was gonna maybe go for the skill point, but yeah. Ding! Time to lock in.
Spyro, you did it!
Whoa! Laura, where'd you come from?
I was just outside the castle in Autumn Plains. The castle is now free again. There's no sign of Ripto. And since you've been around, the creatures of Avalar are finally starting to get along. Since you've done so much for Avalar, and since I know you've really missed being on vacation, we really wanted to do something nice for you. It's not much, but we hope you like it.
Oh, wow, this is great. Aren't you gonna join me?
No.
Check
I'd
your
love to,
inbox.
but
Uh-oh.
I've gotta go check on the professor in the winter tundra. He's still trying to fix the super portal so we can send you home.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Oh,
I think I'll just hang out here for a while and soak up a few rays.
I hate all of this. Oh, no, no, don't like that.
Huh? Hey, where'd Laura go? I better follow her.
Okay. Share with the class. Well, the one okay, hold on. Let's finish the cinematic first.
To access the dragon worlds from the super portal. This power crystal should give us the extra boost that we need. Just a few more calculations to set it up. I think I have it. Excellent. Everything is finally ready. We're going to need a lot more orbs, but with the power crystal boosting it, the super portal should work again.
What am I sipping? Just a Coke Zero. Coke Zero.
So, you thought you had gotten rid of me.
Doesn't make sense
Well,
that
I'm
I actually
afraid
my
not.
stomach
I persuaded
works
that
better
fat
with the
bear moneybags
Coke
to sell
Zero
me a
than
few
regular
bombs.
Coke. Drives me nuts.
Power crystal!
Don't even try it, book boy.
Book boy.
You'll be the world's smartest pile of
Oh,
ashes.
ashes.
This is just what I need for a new scepter.
Hunter, do something, quick!
Hey, give that back.
Well, I tried.
Well, I tried.
You little fools! After I destroy you all with my new scepter, I'm going to rename this place Riptonia.
Riptonia. Hunt. I gotta ask, when did he buy those bombs? Because if he was up there and then there's gotta be a question as to how that logistically worked. There's two pictures that I have been shown that one is significantly more cursed than the other. I hate this. Why, Charlesy? Why would you do this to me? No one wants to see that. No one wants that. No one needs that. That is so cursed. No thanks. That is awful. However, that's kind of funny. Pay 5,000 gems to support the channel. Your total 5,001. See, cursed. Not so cursed. I find this hilarious. Cursed. Not so bad. Nightmares. You know. It's kind of funny. Terrifying. Sure. Pay 5,000 gems to support the channel. That'd be nice. I'm going to say thank you with a question mark. The rent meter is broken. Is it broken still? I think it's okay now. CG Laura kind of a slave. No.
Spyro, Ripto still.
Well, Spyro, it
Well,
comes
Spyro?
down to this. There's only one more thing I can teach you. And like all the best things, it doesn't come cheap.
Sure.
The head bash move is very...
It's different in the yeah, it is. The ups, the slay. Yeah. It's there's slay and then there's I want to slay myself. I would like to slay myself so I don't have to look upon this cursed image ever again. Same. Potato, potato. King guy. Aye. No. No.
Well, it's some consolation that you've collected so many.
Some consolation. Some. Professor. All right. We gotta rip through here. Sup, CG? Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Higby? How have you been? How's you guys? Depending where you are, you should be out for the summer now, right? Are you free? Or have you been released? Have you been released from the shackles of work for now? The shackles of dealing with screaming children? Sonic Frontiers? I'm free for a week now. You are for a week. Okay, well, at least it's a week. But you're free! That's right, the new Star Fox did drop today. If I could afford it, I'd nab it.
You've chosen...
But that's going to be a perhaps play later game. I would like to stream it. That would be cool. I'm playing it. It's fun. Ooh. Maybe I should make that like part of the rent goal, that if we fill the bar, I'll be able to, we'll stream Star Fox. If anyone is interested in that. For keeping hope alive, CG, just a few months. Yeah, we kept the hope alive. The Pathless might be an inspiration for Spyro 4's movement and environment interaction. Uncanny similarities, give a look. I will take a look after, yes. Definitely not Arch. Is it definitely not Archer Norris? Hey Jim, how's it going?
Spyro.
All right, we're just going to inch in. We're not taking out Ripto yet. We're just a little bit. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Here, I'll do that. Give me a second here. Let me set this up real quick. Yeah, if we hit the goal on the rent bar, we will let me switch the goal around here for a second here. Go with there. 1 day to go. It's not 1 day to go. Why does it say... I didn't say 1 day. That's silly. Anyway. I clicked the calendar and it went to 2 days. Stupid. Anyway. Yes, so if we can fill the bar by today, tomorrow, and Saturday for our Yap Sesh, I will stream Star Fox, the new Star Fox game. Because then I'd be able to afford it. Can you please point me in the direction to some eye bleach, preferably extra strength for the Laura Croft picture? It's the Homer Simpson. Ah! Ah! My eyes! They burn! I am numb to this now because my brain is stuck in DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, we called it DaVinci Dissolve. That was the that was the name that we called it back when we were working on it professionally, because the size of the projects that we would nab from, they were so big that it would crash and it would take forever to reboot, and we call it DaVinci Dissolve. Also, I want to dissolve. I've been holding a rant in the chamber for a little bit, and I'm not ready to fire it yet, because once it's fired, it's going to take all of me. I've had one in the chamber. All right, let me see here. Fracture Hills Trouble. The fact that A Realm Beyond is going to be Toys for Bob's longest game in development is like really exciting for me. Super excited for that. You want to talk about? I will. Not yet though. I will. Because if I start. Oh no, it's not about Toys for Bob. Nothing to do with Toys for Bob. Do it. Do it. You won't. Boo. Alright. Fine.
Thank you for it.
Fine. Fine. I want to talk about something real quick. Let me just talk about this, because I genuinely am really rattled by this. And it's across the news. And listen. I'm going to say this. Okay? I don't care that if you are buying this game or not. It is fine. It is fine. And this is not directed at you. I'm not directing this at you. So if anyone sits there and wants to get personally offended by this, I'm not directing it at you. Unless you are saying explicitly what I am miffed about. In that case, it is exactly directed towards you. Here we go. You ready? Grand Theft Auto is going to most likely, with the release that they have set, is going to single-handedly ruin the gaming industry for a while. And here is why. Because they sat there and they turned around and they pulled something that is to the depths of Ubisoft levels, of turning around and saying, hey, we are going to create an Ultimate Edition, which is fine. I don't have a problem with Ultimate Editions. There's games with Ultimate Editions all the time. I got no problem with it. But when you put behind a bunch of cosmetic and things that are behind this, that are seemingly a part of the game and being sectioned off, I got a problem with it. I do got a problem with that. I don't like that. I really don't like that. So they're charging more money for the game, which I understand. The game is massive. That's the least of my concern, because guess what? I knew it was going to be more expensive anyway. But what's going to happen is that some big schlub sitting in a chair is not going to be able to comprehend or understand the difference between their stupid game and GTA. They're going to sit there and they're going to say, bruh, I'm 62 years old and I run I'm out of touch human that doesn't understand economics. We have a video game. If Rockstar can do it, why can't we? And everyone's going to sit there and say, hey, buddy, of operating publisher that almost nobody has heard of, and you've literally published only 2 games. No, you cannot practice or follow the same business practices as GTA because you are not Rockstar or GTA. And he's going to say, well, we're going to find out. And then inevitably it's going to fail. And then a bunch of people are going to lose their jobs. And he said, well, let's try it again. And then guess what? When dummy number 1 does it, guess who's going to do it too? Dummy number 2. And then when you have dummy number 2 doing it, you're going to have dummy number 3. And then you have dummy number 4 and dummy number 5. And before you know it, it's industry standard of dummies. And before anyone sits there and says, CG, you're overreacting. CG, this isn't going to be a precedent. Oh, really? Really? It took a decade. It is now 2026. It took a decade for the industry to finally recognize maybe people are not so interested in 5v5 online only tactical shooters with loot boxes. Huh. Maybe we should develop something else. You think? Really? You don't say. It took a decade for the industry to realize that maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe we should stop doing it. So if Rockstar starts this, and sure, I have seen people say, yeah, but we're not rock stars. No, I'm sorry. All suits see is numbers and money. That's all they see. Okay? They don't take into context of what the game is. They don't take into context of the pedigree. You want to know why? Because they didn't do that for Blizzard. They didn't do that for the hundreds of other games. They didn't do it for Epic. They didn't do it for any of these things. They didn't do it for Activision. You have 3 well-seated, deeply rooted companies with billions of dollars behind them and quite literally dozens of projects that sat down and made the battle royale shooters. And then every single person, every Tom, Dick, and Harry wanted to do the same bloody thing for a decade, not taking into the context of the fact that those types of games require a giant machine to fund it. And then that's all we get. We're sitting here through all these summer slop fests, watching the same games over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it's just a different flavor. So anybody that thinks that GTA is not going to set a precedent, they do, and they will, and it's not going to be good. The next thing that I need to talk about, that I'm going to rant about, I'm going to be real with you guys, because this has been something that's been brewing for a while, and if this is even half true, I am going to blow a gasket, okay? There was a rumor that came out that suggested that allegedly that the game's game file size at the moment is set to 674 gigabytes. I am hoping I am pleading. I have my fingers and toes crossed that that is not even in the realm of plausibility. That better not be even half true. Because if it was leaked on the place on someone went to the Xbox Game Store and there was the estimated file size of the game file on the Xbox Store, and it said 674 gigabytes. I'm angry about Grand Theft Auto 6 and how massive that game is and all the unhealthy things that it's going to set for the gaming industry. Thank you for the $5. So, let me tell you something. If you guys don't know, Xbox just announced that they are increasing again the cost of their Xboxes and discontinuing the 2 terabyte model because they can't supply it anymore. They can't, because we have a memory issue, we have a component issue, we have a problem going on right now in the gaming industry. So there needs to be a line drawn as to how big your game can be day one without DLC. They have to. They have to. They have to. Hi Travis. They have to. Because when you sit there and say, hey, our game is 600 gigabytes, no DLC, you are out of your mind. You are out of your mind. Now, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it's half true. And round down. Let's say it's 300 gigabytes. 300 gigabytes. That is still obscene. I'm sorry. 300 gigabytes and you can't optimize that? You're joking. World of Warcraft, for example. Now, again, we're comparing different things. So I understand that. But World of Warcraft, with all of its expansions over the years, since 2006, I believe it was 2006, or was it 2002 or 2003? Point is, 20 plus years. If I were to look right now, World of Warcraft on my machine takes up 121 gigs. 121 gigs for World of Warcraft with all the expansions. Okay? 2007 first expansion. Thank you. We are still shipping consoles standard with 1 terabyte. One terabyte. They are shipping consoles with 512 gigabytes of space. Listen, 150 gigs, I'm already, my eyes twitching. And that was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And yes, the scope of that game was big. And I believe Final Fantasy was like one of the top biggest games so far. If it goes to 300 gigs, that is double Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Double one of the biggest games to come out. I am livid because now what's going to happen? You're going to get a whole bunch of people that are not going to optimize their game. They won't. They don't care. They won't care. Why? Why not? We could compress this game to being 40 gigs, but look at what GTA did. GTA released a game that was 300 gigabytes, 400, 500. If it's the rumored 600 gigabytes, I'm going to have a bird. But that is not the biggest sin. Nay. No. There's one more. There's one more sin. There's one more thing that they are doing that, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say, okay, you ready for this? I'm going to say this. Just get ready, because I am a part of this group that they are referring to. So you might be wanting context. I don't know what you're talking about, CG. Here we go. You ready? They announced that if you go to buy the game physical, you're going to open up the case and you're going to get a digital card key. Now, there's context to this, but give me a second to talk about this. If you go to buy the game physically, you will open up the case and you will not have a disc. You will have a digital key to fill in and download in November. So, that is ridiculous. That is obscene. So let's compare and combine that. Let's go with, let's say the game is 300 gigabytes. You have 300 gigabytes and you make it a download only code. What about the people in rural areas? You see, everyone assumes that internet's everywhere. Everyone's just assuming that internet is just abundant, that everybody has unlimited internet, that everybody can easily download like that. And now it's different. If it's like, oh, download only 4 gigabytes, download only 20 gigabytes. Okay, that's unfortunate. I can deal with that. But if this game is 300 gigs and download only, that is going to be insane. Now, they turned around and said, guys, don't worry. They announced that there's a physical edition coming out in December. They said there's a physical edition coming out in December. But what was the reason why? Their reason? To prevent leaks. To prevent early leaks of the game. What? 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 What do you mean to prevent early leaks of the game? You are going to absolutely take a screwdriver and shiv it into all physical owners on day 1 for a month, and then launch it physically a month later due to leaks. Huh? What? What are you talking about? No, listen. I'm not a GTA player, so I will admit that. How many people are playing GTA exclusively for the story? And then once the story is over, they're like, you know what? We're done. We're not playing anymore. I'm done playing the game. The story is over. I might do some side missions and then I'm done. No. No, gosh, no. So, what leaks are you worried about? What are you talking about? I think the leaks would be if some copies got out while being shipped to retailers. That doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make sense. What, are they thinking that people are going to like heist giant copies of the game that people can just buy digitally? I don't get it. Just delay the game. And apparently, somebody mentioned, I can't confirm this, so someone else that may be more knowledgeable about this than me said that GTA Online was delayed by a month. Or at least it was delayed. That's what I heard. Now, if someone can confirm that for me, whether they said that or not. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, so you're pushing it back a month to prevent leaks, the physical edition. Your online play is pushed back a month. You have a convoluted launch. Not the most convoluted, I will digress, but a convoluted launch. I have a really, really, really good idea. Just delay the game a month. For goodness sakes, just delay it, man. Just delay it. Just at this point, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are you doing? Just delay the game a month. Just delay it. Delay it the month. It's like I don't understand it. I don't get it. They have hit so many pain points that are illogical, ridiculous, and stupid. I don't get it. I understand leaks happen. It's not going to affect them. It's not like if the source game code leaked tomorrow. I'm not talking about that, but if 100 people got the game early that weren't supposed to, it's not going to affect sales at all. It's not. I don't see how it could. It's Grand Theft Auto. Milk Dud! Milk Dud! How's it going? It's just... Or turn around and say, hey, we're going to have a digital-only release in November and then release the physical in December. Just say that. Just say, hey, we're going to have an early release for the digital and then have it just strictly digital. And then we're going to do the physical release in December. Bippity, boppity, boop. Done. Just do that. Just do that. Just do that. It makes it less complicated. It makes it so that people aren't opening up the game and finding, oh, it's a game code. Oh, great. Amazing. Fantastic. So all this ranting leads to the fact that, yes, why would it drive CG nuts? Is that I believe that presidents are set by the biggest people in the game. They are quite literally the biggest founders of the game, and they set trends. They always do. They always have. It's Rockstar. So guess what? A year from now, maybe we might see it in 2 years, maybe shorter. You're going to see similar launches for other games. You're going to see it. Mark my words. Because here's the thing, and this is what I'm angry about. You ready for this? It's going to sell like hotcakes. This isn't... People are sitting there and saying, oh, we're going to fight it. You can't fight it. It's Grand Theft Auto. You can't fight it. Sorry. You can't. It's too big. It's a Titan. It is... Some people, that's the only game they play, is Grand Theft Auto. Nothing else. Do you know how many YouTube channels are out there that are dedicated to Grand Theft Auto? For some people, that's their life. That's all they play. It's Grand Theft Auto. The game's too big. It's too big. It's too well known. It's too well loved. It's too much. It's too big. They could turn around and say, hey, in order to play the game, you have to build a puzzle first, and they would still sell money. It would still print money. You can't stop it. Elena with the $50 super chat. $5 from Grandma. She's been watching. Please say hi, everyone. Hi. She's at 11-12 victory sounds plays the Xbox show. Not counting hot shots that you did verbally. Might want to play them soon. Set aside this for PAX West and repeats. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi, Grandma. How's it going? Hi, Elena's grandmother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Donation to the stream so far goes to Elena for the $50. Thank you so much. And that's the thing. It's a Titan. It's too big. It's way too big. It's way too big. It's way too massive. It's such a massive franchise. It is such a game that is just so well known. If you can't, like when people were sitting there and they were saying, we're going to boycott Pokemon, I was like, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Okay? Good luck. Period. Good luck. You're not going to be able to stop Pokemon. And GTA is bigger than Pokemon. So now, we're going to see physical go down. We're going to see more companies doing this. And it's going to be outlandish. And here's the other thing that also drives me mental. Is that when you go to buy the game, let's say you go to Walmart. Walmart has those nice glass that you got to deal with. Or you have to unlock to be able to get access to the games. How do you know which ones are going to have? How do you know when you got to open up and you get the game case? You have to shake it and listen. Does this have the disc? When the wives, girlfriends, husbands, kids, shouldn't be kids, but it's going to happen inevitably. When anybody goes to buy it, they're going to naturally think there's a disc in there because they're not terminally online like all of us. Like, man, I'm into the industry. I listen to the news. Not everybody knows this stuff. All people are going to see is, whoa, GTA, I'm going to go buy it. And then they're going to open up and there's a download code. let's say you go to buy it for a loved one, you buy the game, and then guess what? Guess what? You open it up, and it's a code inside. Now you have to tell grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, girlfriend, husband, wife, whoever that you need to, hey, make sure you get me the disc version. And they're not going to know what you're talking about. And there's a steep thing for returning games. So let's say you have a game that just has a game code inside. You slice it open, you open it up, and there's a game code inside. You're cooked. You can't return it. Why? Because what's stopping someone from taking the game code, punching it in, getting the game, sliding it back in, closing the case, and returning it? Nothing. Nothing is stopping you. So guess what? No returns. You're cooked. No returns. Because even EB Games has a thing that's like, oh yeah, if you get the game and you don't like it within like the first 2 weeks, you can, or first week, you can bring it back, or like the first few days, you can bring it back and get a refund. There are a lot of really, and also it's a benefit for the already slim margin game market or game selling market. It's slim. They're already operating on slim margins. EB Games, GameStop, and any other major retailer when it comes to games, they're already operating on slim margins. They want to make it so that they don't have to return any games because there's a budget set aside for that, and there's obviously a loss. But if you make it a game code, tough bananas, you can't return it because it's a game code. And we got your money. So, no refunds. Yeah, why are we shipping it out with the plastics? That's a great point. Why are we shipping out game cases with plastics that are going to have nothing in them? What's the point? He's just gonna have a piece of paper inside. Why don't you just sell them like game codes? Feels like a gigantic scam. It does feel like it. Oh wait, I already did this. Forgot. But the collectors aren't going to want the physical. You're right, Combo King, but the problem is the collectors want the game. Nobody's going to want... I want the digital code and the plastic case, please. What? What? Like, just delay it, man. You're doing everything but saying, because the CEO was just like, oh, we're going to double, triple, quadruple check and let you know. Hey, the game's coming out this year. No ifs, ands, or buts. Ha, 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 ha. Okay. I don't know why he sounds like Vince McMahon suddenly. But it's coming this year.
Just stand still, he said.
Okay. Cool. And now they're doing everything that they can that isn't just outright saying, yeah, we're going to delay the game a month.
I've been experimenting with a new potion. I'd like to try it out, but the Earth Shapers have made going out a bit difficult. Could you kindly...
Here's my copy of GTA on launch day. Points to empty case. And here's my GTA copy post-launch. Points to same case, but now filled with disc. Exactly!
Great! Just keep those Earth Shapers away from me, and I'll take this potion to Hunter.
It is just absolutely infuriating. And now I'm doing something else infuriating while doing the Alchemist quest. This is probably not good for my blood pressure. Does he juke? Yeah, he jukes. That's right. He jukes that way. Then he jukes this way. He goes around here. I think he tricks me, and he's stuck. Nope. There's a juke that I always get messed up on.
Will you escort me past those Earth Shaperers? Great. Just keep...
I feel like my blood pressure is going to burst out of my eyeballs. You got GTA 6 before Winds of Winter. Listen, keep waiting for Winds of Winter. There's been a theory going around that George R.R. Martin is going to just, like, wait until he's on his deathbed and, like, he's going to have it done, and then he's just going to have someone finish it for him so that he doesn't have to deal with the backlash of how he's ending it. It's going to be some kind of, and everybody died. The end. Keep the blood pressure down. Keep the blood pressure down. Keep the blood pressure down. Well, yeah, no. Listen.
Man, do my feet feel better. Would you
There we
look
go.
after
We got
this for
that.
me?
I got it my second time. But gosh, so
As long as you're here, would you like to help me
yes.
take out these stuff?
This,
All right.
I'm sorry, I've had that rant in the chamber for a while. And all I'm saying is that I am terrified and weep for the future of gaming. Because if Rockstar does it, there's going to be other AAA companies that have a big old CEO on there that has no idea what their product is even about, just that they make a bunch of products that are video game related and think that they could generate the same numbers as Rockstar by following the same thing. And if enough dumb big companies follow, then it becomes an industry norm.
We make a great team.
Ah.
I was gonna give this to the alchemist, but I'm a bit annoyed at him.
This is my least favorite quest in all three games. And it was all the dream kind of scenario. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been sitting on this and I am very upset about it because it's going to go sour, but there is an opportunity for AA games and indies, and that is sell your game at a lower price. Make your entry point even $10 cheaper. Even doing it $10 cheaper is going to be enough to be able to entice people. $10 cheaper. That's it. That's it. That's all they have to do. I'm a bit annoyed at him at the moment. Oh, but rightly so. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. I hate all of these. Why aren't you sending me these? These are awful, Charlesy! These are awful, and I saved all the... I saved them. This is cursed, and so is this. Both of these are horribly cursed. Canadian the Breeze... Trouble with the donation bar, hey? We'll just use the mouse and keyboard to log into use Streamlabs and donate again using your PayPal account or credit card. Oh no. I'm going to the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to take a break from that. I'll be back. Oh no! I didn't need to do that. I need to go to the bathroom. I may or may not need to vomit. I'll be back. Bro died. I felt like it. Hang on. Make sure I didn't miss anything. There we go. All right. Let's do this. Got to go to Shady Oasis. Travel. On the back, by the way. Thank you.
Spyro, if
Yes, I know. You need fruit. Eat the fruit and go away. I understand that combo king. You don't have to keep repeating it though, okay? I appreciate that, but you don't have to keep repeating it. But thank you. There we go. Hit that, go. Yeah, we're getting close to 100K. We're getting close to 100K. We're at 90K, and we've already gained another 500 subs. We're climbing. We're at 90,000. I can show you exactly where we're at, Hannah Vincent. We are at my phone vibrating. Let me see here. According to the U of Tubes, we are sitting at 90,568 subscribers. Hey, that's pretty good. We're climbing up. We're climbing. To give you guys an idea, take a look at the past 90 days. Take a look at the, see, it was like do, then boing. I think that we could hit it by the end of the year if we start getting some consistent content coming out. I hope that we can hit it by the end of the year. That's the hope. I'm hoping because it would be really, really cool. We broke out of, we were in 80K for a while. We were in 80K for a long time. Take a look at the lifetime of my channel. You have to realize I started creating content. So for those who don't know, we start creating content all the way back here, right? And, just kind of goofing around, playing around here, right? Hey, Clifford Johnson, VIP 007, donating $1 in the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Right? And then, we're toying around. We're toying around here, right? And then Crash Bandicoot comes out around here. And then all of a sudden things start cooking and percolating. And then, dude, this is where Spyro was announced, right around here. Right? Right, so here we are. We're at, if everyone gives $1, you're good. That would be nice. That would be nice. So this is around when Spyro was announced. And we hit our first bing, and then the channel just and then it was around here when I got sent the Toys for Bob. So I was only at 15K when they flew me out to Toys for Bob. Then this is when Spyro came out, and then of course that was a giant spike, right, when Spyro came out. And then we hit 20, and then CTR was announced around here. And I can tell you exactly where this big bump came from. This one right here. I can tell you exactly. This one I went to PAX. We're Spyro 2 level. Also, do you remember when you did the LOS stream where I did my first $100 dono? Of course I do. We're Spyro 2 level. Oh, that's the farm, the Robotica farms. I don't like Robotica farms. And this spike here was when I went to PAX and did actual decent content for CTR. This was all CTR. And then we started to level out a bit, and then we hit Crash 4. That was that bump here, was Crash 4. And then we started talking about Wumpa League, a lot of Wumpa League, Crash Team Rumble. And then the next bounce was Crash Team Rumble. And then we stayed here for a while. I don't remember what this bump was from, because we had gotten a bump here. I don't remember where this bump was from. This would have been 2025. Would have this been after my report? Around there. And then we have a bump here, May 2025. And then we kind of just passively been increasing and duplicating. And then you can actually see a little bit of a spike right at the end there. So that's the lifetime of the channel. So sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, Robotica Farms is my least favorite Spyro 2 map. I could not care less for Robotica Farms. I don't like the mini games. I don't like the level design. Not a fan of the music. It's just not my favorite. Hi Dreadlocked, how's it going? Robotica Farms is probably up there with one of my worst Spyro levels. There's a few in Spyro 3 that are not great, like I always forget the name, Desert Ruins. Or is it Temple Ruins, Desert Ruins? Always get these names mixed up. But yeah, that one, with the screaming background, though, in the background, it's so annoying. The Desert Ruins, gotcha. Desert Ruins is not fun.
I finished it. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's see.
Wait, no. I gotta do preview just in case it accidentally.
Is this your strawberry shortcake? What?
I had so much fun.
Wow.
I had so much fun.
Buying this pencil for you has been...
It's been a game changer. Hi guys, I made something bad. You can put it on screen. I sent it to you.
Okay,
actually.
but here, we'll show it here. So my wife did also have to deal with that.
Wow.
Cody Livest donated $10 super chat. Hey, just found out you were live. Don't know if you covered this already, but do you think it's possible that Toys for Bob would implement environment blooming like in Spyro Hero's Tale? I do like the idea of the environment blooming. Is it on Discord, you said?
No, I think it's
Facebook. So
you sent it to me technically because you're logged in here.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes. Yeah,
so
click here.
So that's awesome. Here. It's a strawberry shortcake Warhammer.
I went crazy because I found out there's a light pen, and I'm like, wait a minute, where's the sun? I don't care. Light, reflection.
I bought her Procreate, and she's just been having a time.
Oh, crap, I forgot the cat. Hi. Yeah, I kind of did it. Thank you.
Strawberry shortcake for the Emperor.
Yeah, so I had to trace out the outline because I have zero idea how to draw armor. But I had a lot of fun coloring them in and figuring out shadowing and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
You did great,
it's honestly been great. Yes, thank you.
Remember to protect that iPad.
Yeah, I know. I have to go find it. Someone ran off with it to play laptop.
The case?
Yeah.
To play laptop?
Yeah. I think you just need to buy a case that I could go around and I could draw with.
Well, find one.
Ooh, okay.
Whatever.
It's gonna be a girl color. There are no girl colors. It'll be sparkly, maybe. Thank you.
Yeah, find one. Go ahead.
Wait, is that technically gonna get you copyright?
No. You can't hit me
The
copyright.
strawberry shortcake.
No, I'm not gonna get copyright strike with that. No, that's not how that
I
works.
drew the strawberry on him. Because you're like, oh.
That's a Space Marine CG. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. It's a...
Space Marine from Warhammer 40k.
There you go.
There. Better.
Yeah, that it's actually not supposed to be blood. But
It's
it
not
ended up
blood.
looking like blood, and I was like, it's blood now. It was supposed to be just. Yeah.
You did a great job, sweetie.
Thank you. I thought that would be faster than painting one.
I can still print one for you if you want and paint for you to paint it.
Definitely, because that was really fun.
There, you can then, make it reality. There you go. There you go.
I'm gonna go to
Mm-hmm. Is it mush? Yay! Would it be? I'm just saying. What? A little bit, yeah. I'll take a brioche one. I appreciate that. Thank you, my dear. I did. But I went to go get seconds, but there was no pasta, so I was like, ah. Which one? Gotcha. There we go. Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome.
Favorite homeworld of the trilogy. It's going to be a toss-up between Artisans and Autumn Plains, I think. Yeah. I think that's my answer.
Thanks for helping me reach the Great Berry Bush.
Make it stop. I'm seeing magic in places that shouldn't be magic.
3 thieves have stolen our magical brass lamps.
I actually did see Toy Story 5. Shockingly, I did because I was a volunteer for my kids' school. They needed volunteers. And so I volunteered. And I got to go with my 2 kids because they go to the same school, and I was able to go see I was able to go and see Toy Story 5 with them. I actually never saw 4. I got the gist of 4, but I didn't really see 4. But I got the gist of it. And I like 5. I'll say this. Listen. The original Toy Story,
My 8 brothers. Follow me. And remember, jump.
I'm just gonna say this.
Press the action button
Okay.
to head back.
Is that Toy Story, the original Toy Story trilogy, the first trilogy, is borderline unmatched. It's the original Toy Story trilogy is really good. It's really, I mean, it's so hard to compete with it. It's just a really profound story, well done, well put together, emotional. Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 as a trilogy, fantastic. 5. Let me say this. I feel like while I liked 5, I liked the messaging of 5 even more than the movie itself. As someone who's a parent to 4 kids, it was easy for me, and I just bought it. As someone who's a parent to 4 kids, the messaging of 5 I felt was more important than the actual movie itself for kids. Like, the movie was good. There was nothing that was, like, offensive. It was probably, for me, like a 7 out of 10 for me. For a kids movie. It was 7 out of 10. It was good. I got a few laughs out of me. But I think the messaging was more important than the actual, like, movie itself. So, like, for example, I'll say it like this. If I sit down and watch a movie with my kids, and they choose Toy Story 1, 2, or 3, I'm going to be mostly actively watching it. Right? Like, I'll probably be on my phone, or reading or something. But I will be more engaged with it. Toy Story 5, I wouldn't be as engaged with it, but I would be more likely to put it on to make sure and reinforce a message that the kids need to be able to understand. Right? So, here's my thoughts. Toy Story 1 is amazing. Toy Story 2 is also good. I enjoyed Toy Story 2. I think Toy Story 3 is a beautiful wrap-up. Toy Story 3 is really good. And it's part of the reason why I am a little bit upset about 4 and 5. Because 3 was ended so well. It was genuinely like a movie. Toy Story 3 is a movie that could be for any ages. All ages. Right?
Thanks for bringing back the 3 magic
Hannah,
lamps.
Vincent!
Here, take this orb.
Yes!
Some fairy left it with me. But it
I answered this question earlier, Hannah. Maybe it didn't go through, or maybe you didn't hear it, but yes, you don't have to send a super chat for that, Hannah, but I appreciate the $5. I really do. Do you remember when you did the LOS stream where I did my first 100 dono? Just curious. I do remember. I believe that was... Now, I remember the moment. It was either... Was it Eternal Night? And I believe I was on the pirate ship. I believe I was on the pirate ship when you sent that. And I was having a time. It wasn't a good time. But I was having a time. I believe that I was in the Coliseum match. Oh. I apologize. I thought it was... But I do remember it. I still remember it. Yes, I do, Hannah. Very much so. I remember the old days. Toy Story 1 is hysterical. Even on like a second watch through, as an adult, it's still really good. I watched the Flintstones movie with John Goodman. He loved it. I thought you wouldn't like it, but he laughed the entire time. It held up. Do you know how long it's been since I've seen the John Goodman Flintstones? It's been a hot minute. Although, unfortunately, what's burning my brain is whenever I go bowling. Whenever I go bowling, the sound effect is embedded in my head. For when he goes to bowl. You're mocking me, aren't you? Yeah, no, the first Toy Story, I liked the second Toy Story, but Toy Story 1 for me is hysterical. Toy Story 1 is just pure humor. And I didn't realize just how, like, unhinged and how hysterical Woody and Buzz's relationship were when I was a kid. I didn't realize how funny it was until later in life when I realized, like, man, like, this is hysterical. Like, it is well done. Toy Story 1, so good. Toy Story 2 was good. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say it was bad. It was good. 3 was pure emotions in all the best ways. But you know what? There was a... Okay. So there was a video that I was watching. It was like it might have been actually a 3-parter video if I think about it. So I have been reading Brandon Sanderson. Brandon Sanderson is a guy who's written the Mistborn series, wrote the Stormlight Archive, and I'm also reading Dungeon Crawler Carl at the moment, and I started Warbreaker. I've been doing a lot of reading recently. And I've been doing a hybrid of audiobooks, graphic audiobooks, and I've been doing a hybrid of graphic audiobooks and reading the physicals. It's funny to try to like catch up on both of them, which, by the way, I gotta tell you, if you are not a fan of books but you want to get back into reading, a hybrid that you may like is graphic audiobooks. Has anyone ever heard of them? There are alternative routes to get some of their stuff, wink wink, because some of their stuff is a little expensive, but hold on. So there's this website, it's called Graphic Audio, and it's a little bit corny because every time it starts, it's like graphic audio, a movie in your mind. And what they do is that it is technically an abridged version of the story, but done in a really intriguing way. So let me explain what it is. They put it through the original. They put it through the original author to double check, but it's technically a dramatized adaptation where if they can describe what's happening with sound and keep it clear, they don't read it word for word. So you're not missing any details, but instead of it saying she walked across the floor, her high heels clicking at, you will just hear the high heels walking across the floor. And an audiobook, it's just reading the book word for word. This, if sound can get the point across, they will do it. So for example,
Whoop.
And it's a full cast. It's not just one guy talking or one girl talking. It's a full cast of characters.
What's your name again?
Menace. Kelsier glanced back at Tepper.
So, Goodman Menace, tell me something. Why do you let him lead?
When you get to be my age, you have to be very careful where you waste your energy. Some battles just aren't worth fighting.
You're satisfied with this, then?
Kelsier nodded toward the hovel and its half-starved, overworked occupants.
You're content with a life full of beatings and endless drudgery?
At least it's a life. I know what wages malcontent and rebellion bring. The eye of the Lord Ruler and the ire of the steel.
So instead of it describing the fire crackling, you can just hear the fire crackling. Right? It's really good for battle scenes. Like, man, some of the battle scenes that you're sitting there, you can literally, like, the one book I'm reading, there's these, they're called Parshendi, and they sing when they do, like, a rhythm, and they sing, and you can literally hear as, like, the guy's running through, right? You know, and you're running through, oh, no, these are not AI voices. Some of this stuff has been recorded years ago. But so like the one scene, the one guy's running through trying to avoid to get shot by an arrow, and you can literally hear like the enemy, they're singing, and it's like this hymned thrum. And you know, when it says it's overwhelming, it sounds overwhelming. And it's like, okay, we gotta go through, and you know, for battle scenes, it's really cool. So I highly recommend The Way of Kings. The Way of Kings is a really, really, really good graphic audiobook. It is so much fun. It's really good, especially if you're doing like monotonous tasks. Like, for example, I was at one point when I was doing some like capturing, like if I'm capturing B-roll for something that I already, like I don't need the audio for, and I just want to be listening to a book. Instead of the audiobook, you know, I'll be just playing that in the background, and you know, it's really cool, and it's quite literally like a movie in your mind, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It makes it so that like you can consume it in a different way, and it's really intriguing. And what some people have also done is that they'll take a snippet of the graphic audio, and then what they'll actually do is that they will make a animatics of it online, where people will like do like as if it was for a movie, and they'll use the graphic audio as the foundation, and it's really cool. But yes, I highly recommend to anybody who is trying to find a new way to be able to entertain yourself with books, and you know, maybe audiobooks are a little bit dry, or maybe you want something a little bit different. Try graphic audiobooks. I quite enjoy them. Also, what's cool too is that you can, because the original author approves on things, you can now also get like things that you like, details that you didn't realize before. So for example, I didn't realize the one character that was being voiced was Irish, and so I was like, had like a thick Irish accent. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's interesting. And so there's like different things that they do. I believe it's a one-time fee for each thing. Also, what sucks is that when a new book comes out, it's not all out at once. They release it like in chunks because they have to do like a full cast, and it takes a while. So for example, if a book comes out in 2024, it might take them 6 to 8 months if it's a book that's highly requested. Like Brandon Sanderson is probably like one of their most like wanted and desired cast. They will you know, they'll try to work on that, but they take requests and then they do a full cast of it. So, but yeah, no, it's really good. I really enjoy them. And if I can't find a graphic audio, I'll listen to an audiobook version of it. But I always buy at least a physical copy. That's the one thing, a rule that I make, is that I at least buy a physical copy. This is number 2, Spyro 2. Spyro Dos. and we're almost we're coming close to the end. I might wrap the stream up a little bit early because I am feeling I didn't eat enough dinner. I need to go and find a snack for myself because my children are starting to eat a lot more now, and I'm like, great. Both Hope and David hit a growth spurt, and now my rule is I have one plate, and then I wait, and I make sure that all the kids eat their fill first, and then whatever is left over, if I'm still hungry, I'll go grab some more. If there isn't, oh well, right? And typically it's been like, oh yeah, you know, there's still a little bit of food left. Recently, it's been like there's no more food. I'm like, well, just, there goes that. So now I have to, now I'm gonna have to start making myself you know, a late night snack. If my children continue to become ravenous wolves as they are. What, you had the TL stream when I first donated? Want to see your reaction again. Would it be 2018? Would it have been 2018? It would have been, I think because I was doing a full playthrough of all the games leading up to, I was doing a full playthrough of the games leading up to, Reignited. So I think it would have been 2018, I think. I don't think I did a... Yeah, the appetite gets worse. Yeah, I figured. Can't wait to... Oh! This is something that's funny. So, if you guys don't know, Canada received a check recently, like in the mail or in the bank, that received mild notoriety or mild meme, mild memes. So, has anyone heard of the bread fix or bread fixing? Okay, this is hysterical. So, we have an owner of a chain of grocery markets who is basically has what is essentially a monopoly on... okay, yeah, this is just... Okay, so people who don't know, this is... It is so silly and ridiculous. So, there's this guy, his name is Waylon Galen Jr. So, Waylon Galen Jr., who owns, like, the majority of all grocery stores in all of Canada. He owns Zehrs, he owns President's Choice, he owns all of it. That's his thing. And even though it's called President's Choice, even though it's Canadian. It doesn't make sense, but whatever. So, President's Choice, all these things is owned by Waylon Galen Jr. So, it turns out that there was a lawsuit. Okay? A lawsuit that was out because he was fixing the prices of bread. Where he had hiked up the prices of bread, and because of their size, all the other stores started to copy and mimic the price hikes that he had set. And ergo, Canadians were being charged more for bread than they should have. For the past 7 years. So, it went through court, and it got approved for this lawsuit. So guess what happened? If you were a Canadian that had bought bread from a supermarket in the past 7 years, you were entitled to a $48 check. That's not where the egg goes, is it? No, it is. That's where the egg goes. You were and you would just get a free check for $48.11 because of the price of bread over the past 7 years. And I'm just like... And I'm just like, what? We didn't even know this lawsuit was happening. We had no idea that the lawsuit was even happening. And they're like, yeah, if you want a free $48. So basically everyone in the country got a free $50 if you applied for it. You had to apply for it. But almost no one knew about, but it became a meme because people thought it was ridiculous. And that's how people found out about the bread fund, was because it became a meme. And so more Canadians were applying for it. Like, let me see here. Hold on. If you guys think I'm joking. Canadian bread. The Canadian bread settlement. The claims process is now closed. Oh, gosh. But here it is here. For bread. Where can I make a claim for compensation? It was a $500 million lawsuit between Loblaw and Weston National. Class action lawsuits settled for their involvement in nationwide class action lawsuits regulated to alleged industry-wide price fixing for packaged bread, including prepackaged bread and other bread alternatives. Sorry, I got the years wrong. Sold in Canada in the period of 2001 to 2021. I'm sorry, it was 20 years. So 20 years of price fixing gets you $48 for bread. If you resided anywhere in Canada except Quebec on December 31st, 2021, your claim for compensation to this website must have been sent before December 12th, 2025. So it was sent then. It was sent then. Except Quebec. And it took forever. We got like the check literally like 2 months ago. It was like 2 months ago. So this was like a whole journey, man. This was a whole journey over bread. 20 years of price gouging for bread. And they're like, here, everyone gets $50 because we're sorry for all the times that we, I was like, what? Like, you can't make this up. Welcome to Canada. Like, if you were getting price gouged for bread, what else are we getting gouged for, man? Like, it's bread. Should see the gouging for red meat.
My pencil. Now I can
Anybody that's in Canada knows that you know eating red meat is a luxury. Period. Like if you go like other than like ground beef, which is starting to go up in price too, but any reason why can't you get a check from a bread? I mean that's a good question because Galen Weston Jr. It is Galen Whalen Weston Jr. is, and so we're just like, man. And this guy's a vampire. This guy's an absolute just vampire. I mean, listen, if there's a judgment of character, the guy was fixing the price of bread. Got sued, and it somehow got through. I'll take a look for it, Hannah Vincent. I don't know why. They may have been taken down at this point, but I'll take a look again. I'll go back and take a look. But think about that for a second. You got sued for fixing the price of bread, and you lost. So bad that they said anybody in Canada, quite literally it was so bad. They said if you lived in Canada by December 2021, you could get the bread. Think about that for a second. That was how widespread this was. That every resident of Canada, as of December 2021, could apply for this. Funniest thing. I'll see if I can try to find. I'll try my best to find it. Okay, Hannah. I'll try my best. But think about that for a second. That is insane. Quite literally the breadwinners. Quite literally. Hang on a second here. Is this just an edit of a summer? Man, you grabbed an old photo of me. Oh, geez. 600 gigabytes. That's funny. That is funny. So you grabbed the punch up photo, then you grabbed an. This was back when I was wearing the hats backwards. And then the 600 gigabytes. That is funny. Thank you, Combo King. It's very funny. One second here. So apparently somebody DM'd me on Twitter, and I gotta double check it, but apparently somebody went on a bit of a defense crusade for me on Reddit, and they got banned because of it. Now, I have stated before for nobody to be running to Reddit and jumping to my defense, but I was reading on Twitter, someone was sending me some DMs, and I was like, wait, what? And I looked, and apparently there's somebody who is claiming that they went full, like, on the defense for me on Reddit, making posts about me and, like, in defense of me, and they got banned because of it. And I'm like, while I appreciate going on my the defense of me, but also, too, if what they're saying is true, I'm just doing a tertiary search of it. If what they're saying is true, why are they getting banned for it? Like, I don't understand it. There we go. Getting back, yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. If it's true, I still got, you know, double check. But if someone got banned because of that, like, why? Like, why? Why would that happen? That's the only thing I think of. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, but like... I don't know what's going on. Now, I don't know if maybe that it's a troll or something. It doesn't look like it. It looks like someone who's just trying to, you know... It looked like somebody who was just trying to overall, you know... say or do something, which, you know... Got it. But I also know that there's been a number of posts. There was another post that was allegedly taken down, which I did see like the headline of, but it was like on Google. I saw the headline of it, but it was I found that it was taken down. Was somebody who again went on the defense for my channel, and the post got removed. So this isn't the first time someone came to me and told me that posts are like talking about me are getting chopped off from Reddit, which is a little bit strange. All right. We're going to go to Q&R of the stream. It's kind of crazy that they allow slander about you, but then someone says something nice. Nope. Yeah, that because there are, I've seen it. There are some like dedicated like posts that are like, I dislike Canadian guy strongly, and I wish, you know, poor things on him for forever and always, and they're still up. They're still up. But then when it's like, I've, you know, the other way it goes. Again, this is according to this person. I don't know if this is edited. Hold on. This is the post that they're claiming. We should thank Canadian Guy A. He kept us in the loop, promoted Spyro organically, and gave us all hope for Spyro 4. Chris Official trusted him too, as did I. Keep it up, homie, CGE. And apparently they got banned. And then they're saying that they got... Then they're posting this too. And but it's weird because I'm going to say this here that it is strange, is that there's no other posts. It says join February 2024, but there's no other posts before that are talking about this. So I'm very confused. I'm very confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm very confused. So I don't know what's happening. If it is happening, nothing I can do about it. Like, if there is, like, what am I gonna do? Get mad? There's no point. There's no point in fighting it. There's no point in arguing with it. If that's what's happening, if the powers that be if that is happening, it is what it is. I just gotta deal with it. I just gotta tolerate it. Whoever, it's whatever. It sucks, but it's whatever. Again, that's if it's true. I don't see anything to show that it's not true, but I mean, if it is true, that sucks. But what can you do? It is what it is. So, all right. If you guys got any questions for the next 10 minutes, please let me know and I'll try my best to answer them. No, and I appreciate that, Combo King. Yeah, I don't know. There might be a rule about that. There genuinely might be a rule. It's like they're not allowed to talk about YouTubers. And okay, fine. Then it's just, I guess, a strange rule. But okay, if them's the rules, I wouldn't know because I barely frequent the Spyro Reddit. I've been trying to a little bit more. Once or twice a week, I poke my head in now and say, like, if there's a post that I like and, they're like, hey, what are your thoughts about Spyro Realm Beyond? I'll throw my, I've said one thing and someone asked, something that I would like to come back. I made one post, not post, but I did one, thing. So it's just like, okay, well, we'll go with that. Like Spider-Man? No, I don't think so. I think that it should have something that's more unique and more dragon-like. Since it was Sonic's 35th this week, any chance of a Crossworlds stream tomorrow to celebrate? Ooh, a Crossworlds. Hey, that's not a bad idea. We'll take a look at, you know what? I think we'll take a look at that. I think we will take a look at that and have it considered. You know what the funny thing is, though? I'm finding Reddit in other places is actually, like, pretty cool. Like, I made a meme here that was silly, and a lot of people really liked it over on the, So, to give you an idea, because I got a feeling there's nobody in this chat that has read Stormlight Archive. I got a feeling. There's a character whose name is Seth Sun Villano. And his title is He is Truthless of Shinovar. That's the character's name. Yeah, it's out there. And I've always made a joke to my wife that I would always butcher it every time I said the name of this character. And then one point I said Seth Sun Milano cookies, and she started laughing hysterically. And so I turned around and I posted this, and I made this, and I made it as a joke. Seth Sun Milano, Truthless of Shinovar. Right. I did this, and it got like, it's gotten, all right, I posted this, and it's gotten over 400 updates, 600K views, and then everyone else is just making nothing but jokes about it. And everyone thought it was funny. So, people who like the book found it funny. So there's that. And then my wife also made a meme, which now it ratioed my meme as it should, though, because it's really funny. So, all right. Let me tell you about the other thing that my wife did. I made another joke. There's in the universe, there's this sentient sword that's called Nightblood. And they created a sentient sword thinking, hey, let's give a sword and let's make it so that whenever it wants to slay evil, but they forgot to explain to the creators what evil was. So now it thinks whenever there's anybody who has any sort of bad in them, they're evil and he wants to stab them. And so his thing is like, let's kill evil. And then when he's in mid fight, you hear the sword screaming, evil. And I made a joke to my wife. I said, is this blade just Mermaid Man from SpongeBob? And she's like, I need to draw this. And then she did. And she drew this. And she drew Barnacle Boy in the robes of the guys that would wield this dark evil sword with just Barnacle Boy. All right, with the Mermaid Man screaming, evil! So, so my wife and I have been doing some memes. Evil! So, yeah, that's been a thing. So, all right. Got a few more minutes. And then I'll have to hop off. How do you think a Spyro Realm Beyond will connect to the younger audience, but still keep the OGs? Listen, I think it's got a very easy way to connect with the audience, and it's the fact that it's a game that you can play as a dragon and fly around. No, my Crystal Dragon 3D print fell and one wing broke off. Sad. No, I'm sorry. What I am hoping that when this not embargo, but when things settle down, I'm excited to turn around and reopen the Etsy store, and then I can then turn around and I would resend you another one because you've supported the channel so much. I would send you another one for free, Hannah, because you are awesome and amazing. So I could hear you saying evil from upstairs. Yes, we were talking about your art and we showed it. Evil! No, absolutely I would, Hannah Vincent. Like I said, I appreciate the Combo King. Again, the thing that I got to double check is once the shipping gets fixed, then we can do it. Because right now, shipping... it's a problem. It's a thing, and it sucks. But it's a thing. All right, we got a few more minutes, and then we're going to be wrapping up. No, don't worry about it. I could probably just pull it from my Etsy stuff. I can probably pull it from my Etsy stuff, so do not worry about it. Again, once we get things opened up, because there's a few prints I wanted to send out for a bunch of people, and unfortunately, due to matters outside of my hands, we could not we could not do it. We could not do it. So we're hoping that we can do it later. So, yeah. Yeah. What are your thoughts about the Star Fox remake? I'm excited. If we fill the donation bar by Saturday, I think that we'll be able to nab it. If not, that's okay. We'll wait. I would love to be making some Realm Beyond prints. Oh my gosh, I would love to do some Realm Beyond prints. I think that would just be so much fun. Yes, I do. I do want to be able to see. I just want to see more. Just show me more. Just show me more. All right, ladies and gents. That's all the time I have for tonight. But we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, with more content, more stuff, and I'm going to be trying. I've been trying to get some more stuff in contact for like interviews and stuff. I am driving for more content. I am pushing and pushing and pushing for more content for Spyro, and I'm as a member of Team Spyro, I'm going to be pushing for that. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video and or live stream. Time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.